Okay, so today we're going to be doing a excuse me, why is my throat not allowing me to speak? That's its sole purpose of being there, to help me speak. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing a first impression of Benefits What's Up highlighter. Now, I love kind of drugstore affordable makeup. Some of my favourite highlighters are under £5 from the drugstore. I don't think you have to spend a lot of money to get a really good popping highlight. However, I have been seeing quite a lot of kind of videos and just people talking about the What's Up highlighter recently, and whenever I've seen it, it just looks absolutely beautiful. Almost has that kind of, I know everyone's so sick of hearing me say this, but it's got that wet look sheen to it as opposed to, you know, like a powdery, chalky kind of artificial look that some highlighters can have. I am just always searching for the perfect kind of wet look highlighter. I'll probably say my favourite highlighter that looks kind of wet look at the moment is Smoke and Whistles by Colourpop. I think that one, the formula of it is just like really kind of brilliant for making you look kind of really dewy and fresh. This cost me £25.50, which is quite expensive in my opinion, but if it is sheeny and glowy and everything that I am hoping that it will be worth it. So we're just gonna open her up and see what she's like. Oh, this is very, very professional. Look at this. She comes out like this. She's actually in her own little like coffin. Well, it's not a coffin, it's a bed. It's like she's laying in bed just saying, Anwen, I've been waiting for you. I've been getting my beauty sleep, but I'm ready now. I feel like I'm ready to blossom and make it look like, I don't know, just make it look like you've got lovely, wet, glowy cheeks. Okay, so she comes in this lovely packaging. It feels very like, I don't know, it doesn't feel particularly like high-end, like it's plastic at the end of the day. So, I mean, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not against plastic in any way. Oh my gosh, just look, how cute is this? Like a little dibber dabber sponge. I didn't even know that this came with it. I've not seen anybody mention the little dibber dabber thing. Did you know that this came with its little tiny baby sponge? I didn't know that. Anyway, so that's really brilliant to have its own little like dibber dabber sponge. So fabulous. And then you've got the lid. Okay, and then there's a little like protective like other secondary lid there, and then here she is. What's Up is like a cream highlighter, so the idea is I think that you just kind of swipe it on and then use the little sponge just to like dab it out, blend it out. Would be a much more kind of professional way of, I think, describing that. So I'm going to be applying this to my face in just 1 minute, but I'll just read out what it says here. It says turn on what, as in like the light bulb, like WATT. Turn on what ya got. Our delicate champagne, and you know I love champagne highlighters. I love them. Our delicate, right, I'm going to just stop now. Just focus on reading out the description. You don't need to be providing commentary on every single word that you're reading. Okay. Our delicate champagne sheer highlighter smooths on a sweet glow that's gorgeous with a cream to powder finish. Cream to powder finish. I didn't realise it was cream to powder finish. Well, like, why would it be cream to powder? I'd rather it just be cream and stay creamy. I mean, okay. It's a switch on wow for all complexions. Do you know what? They're really doing the whole, you know, the light bulb What's Up thing to death. I mean, they just can't stop with the puns. Look, flattery operated. Well done, Benefit. Well done. You've thought of the idea of What's Up and you're really running with it here. Okay, flattery operated. You'll adore the smooth applicator and luminous sheen. Luminous sheen. It just makes me feel quite excited and, well, it just makes me feel quite excited is what we're going to say right now. Glide on cheek and brow bones, then sculpt with its soft glow blender for your, all in capital letters. I don't know why that's all in capital letters. Sorry. I don't know why I feel the need to dissect the description. For your perfect gleam. Can be applied solo or over existing makeup. And then it goes on to French, which I was just about to start reading the French. And then I thought, Amwyn, why are you reading the French? You can't even read French. I don't know. Okay, so I think that's all that we're left to do. I'm just going to do this. Let's do this because that's what you've been waiting for. I know you've been saying, Amwyn, you've spent too long on the directions here. We just want to see her in action. So, okay, so are you ready? Here we go. Okay, so off goes the lid. Now, if this is really good, I'll make it my mission to find like a drugstore dupe of this. Me and Honeys went shopping earlier and I picked up a $1.99 like very similar product from Collection, I think, in Boots, and it was $1.99. So anyway, I'll update you on that one. But are we going for this? We're going for it. So I'm just going to apply like this. By the way, I'm doing a foundation first impression. So I don't know, my foundation may look a little bit orange, but yeah. That's the first impression. Okay, anyway. So, did it say dab on or smooth? Let's see. Glide on cheek. Right, so we're gliding. Okay, I'm gliding. The only problem, like, with these kind of cream products is that you're always kind of worried that they're going to take off, you know, your foundation underneath. I mean, okay, right. So, I've put a bit on there. I kind of put it on. I don't know how much do I apply. I mean, can you see that? It's definitely giving me a nice kind of illumination. I'm going to go in with the little dibber dabber because that seems like the thing to do. Do I just dab? Dab, 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 dab like I would do a beauty blender? I don't know. Okay, so I'm dabbing. This actually looks a lot more kind of, I don't know, like peachy. It looks a lot more peachy than like your typical kind of champagne. I think this will be really beautiful on no makeup days. When you've just got a bit of moisturiser on, I think this would look really beautiful and natural and healthy looking, because if you see, it's not like a really kind of bright highlight. It's more of like a subtle like illumination. It's just given like that glow. What do you think? Do you like it? I mean, I'm liking it. I would say that, I mean, I know it's like the first use, but one thing I am noticing is that I feel like it's a little bit, oh no, actually it's gliding on a lot easier now. I don't know if it's maybe the foundation that I've got, but I just felt like a little bit more resistance than I would have liked when I was kind of gliding it on. However, it glided on my forehead very acceptably, so okay, can you see? I like this. I think, you know, if you buy this, like only buy it if you're aware that this is quite a, you know, subtle and kind of, I don't know, subtle and natural highlight. I would say very subtle. It's not like bam, 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 bam. I am blinding everybody and all the animals and every single living thing, the trees, the birds. Okay, so what do we think? What do we think? Are we liking it? You know, I know what we have neglected to do. Let's do the nose highlight. And I'm going to go down the nose. Why not? Let's go down the nose. It definitely is, though, a lot more peach. Can you see on my nose? And if I do a little swatcheroo on my hand. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not very well. Maybe if I go here. The eternal struggle of... There we go. Can you see? It actually looks a lot more kind of peachy, as opposed to your typical kind of champagne highlight. I'd say it's definitely kind of leaning a little bit kind of peachy peach. Do you know where I think I might be going wrong? And you're probably, like, you've been shouting this at me, I imagine. I'm going to use my fingers. I think that little... Yeah, the reason why I've probably not heard about the little spongy bit at the end is because I've not seen anyone use it. Probably because your fingers work best, because then you can get some of your, you know, your body heat going on. I definitely think fingers works best. I mean, that was, I think, where I was kind of going wrong a little bit. So I do think that, forget the spongy bit, go with fingers. Okay, so, I mean, what do we think? I actually think it's really, really pretty, just really natural. And, you know, we don't always need to have like a super, like, luminescent highlight. And I think this is a really pretty kind of product to have. Is it worth the money? Well, I don't know. That's yet to be concluded. So I will keep you updated in the comments below. I do think it is a really pretty one. And in terms of the actual formula itself, I'd say, I mean, it went on really nicely and it's blended out nicely. Let me just have a little look again, close up. It's just given me like a sheen, a beautiful sheen. You know, like sometimes with a highlight, it can just look really metallic. This is more of like a sheen, as if you've, you know, just gone out jogging and then you've just got a natural bit of perspiration upon your face. That's kind of like a good perspiration, not like a sweaty perspiration, like a, I don't know, like a good perspiration. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm concerned that it was going to mess with my foundation underneath, but I mean, it doesn't appear to have messed with my foundation at all. I like it. I'm going to be testing this out as well with without any makeup on, just on bare skin, to see what I think. But I really do enjoy it. I think it's really, really pretty. So yeah, I like it. Thank you so much for watching and for experiencing the first impression with me. I would definitely say, if you're interested in buying this, so far, I mean, I've obviously only used it once, but I've been happy with it. It's kind of done everything that I was expecting it would do. I would definitely recommend not to maybe bother with the spongy bit though, because I think that just doesn't really do much. I think if you were to get like an actual like beauty blender sponge, I think that would probably be a lot more useful to you than this one, because it's actually just quite small and I don't think it does the best job of blending. That's a fantastic little addition to my already oversubscribed highlighter collection. You know, I did not need any more highlighters, but ta-da! Anyway, I'm going to go now. I hope that you've enjoyed this first impression, and I will, as I say, keep updating you in my comments below. If I really like it, it's probably going to end up in their favourites at some point. If I decide, I don't know, there was something with it I didn't like, then you'll probably be seeing it in a disappointing products video at some point. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this exciting moment with me. I'll be back soon with more reviews. Bye.